YouTube, how y'all doing? You got Stud Style Tarot back up in the building. You know what? I forgot to put my mic on. I wonder if I plug it up now that we recording, will it still pick up my voice? Hey, I'ma just go ahead and go for what I know. We ain't fancy over here. It's all organic. But how y'all doing? Yeah, I know it's time for a video, but I'm telling you, I've been sitting here for a cool little minute, and I've been listening to Spirit Radio, and even that song that was just playing, the Let's Stay Together by Life Jennings. Now we got American Boy. Oh my God. You be my American boy. American Boy. Now, I can't even lie. These energies that's on the table, I've been feeling like somebody. It's this card right here for me. The securely attached. But what I've been really focusing on this imagery, is how somebody found a way to still stay attached, but it's still two separate strings, right? Or bands or leather straps. I don't know what it is, but for me, I keep looking at that image and thinking how somebody, after they done burnt the bridge, right? This is how they gonna put the bridge back together. They're like, all we need is that link, to attach the two parts. So somebody, I guess, is trying to find the link, or feels like they found the link, and they like, okay, I'm gonna have to put on my best face. I'm gonna have to play the role, and then I started thinking, I was like, man, some of us in the collective, we're like having a glow up. So, you could be in the spotlight, you could be doing something on social media right now. You might even have a platform. So now that's making you some sort of celebrity now. It's giving you celebrity status. So this person feels like, okay, well, since my boo thing, since my babe, since my life partner here is in the spotlight, I gotta put on the face. I gotta play the part with this, what's that say? Polished persona. But look at the words, y'all. It says surface perfection, missing depth, image over intentions, curated identity. And I'm like, damn, this person about to do all this. Look, they said, I found the link. The missing link was that I needed to put on that face for my empress. I needed to play the part. I wasn't playing the part. So now they about to come in and play the part, collective, because the song that was playing was Let's Stay Together. in this Ace of Wands energy. Collective, I just don't know. Let me say my prayer. Angels of the white light, my holy angels of the white light, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to him 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. Now, collective, I'm telling you, for the longest time, I was sitting here shaking my head. I'm like, no, no. Even though this person wants this passionate new beginning with you, and they said they ready to put on the face, they ready to do it, it's still like surface level. It says surface perfection. It's only surface level. It's missing depth. If you go back to this past energy, who's still, I'm telling you, trying to stay attached to something that's broken. They said, I found what I need to put us back together. I just got to put this face on. I just got to be this persona, this polished persona. But it's not really them, collective. Okay? It's not. See? Wow. When I split the deck, Spirit said this is a toxic cycle that you have with this person that you'll be repeating if you go back to this polished persona. But see, they know you're an empress in this fertility energy. They know they can have the best of life and what life has to offer with you. That's why they want to stay together. And right now on Spirit Radio, we have Pretty Baby. You are somebody's pretty baby right now. You hear me? And they trying to have a new beginning. But collective, it's going to be a battle of the egos with this person. And this keeps coming out. You know, even with that securely attached, it's still going to be a battle of the egos, because this is somebody who's still in this dark energy. They just painting it to look like they're not, collective. But they're still in that dark energy. Seeing you as they pretty baby and having all this passion for you. And when we see the Ace of Wands, here we go. Here it is. This is somebody who's dealing with addictions. Here it is, y'all. Covering being seen. Wow. This is somebody who is feeling like, I'm getting multiple messages here. They're feeling like they're addicted to attention, right? Like their addiction is they want to be seen. They want to be seen with you. They want the attention that comes with being with you. This is somebody who probably also, spiritual birth when I said that, suffers from addictions. That could be another thing going on with this person. You know, they could be addicted to alcohol. They could be addicted to you. We got core values at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, I'm hearing Spirit say, this is somebody who probably didn't have any core values, but they see that you do. And that's also something that they're attracted to as well as addicted to. Let's read what it says for the core values, y'all. You may differ in details, but you agree on the non-negotiables. You don't have to reroute your values or override your instincts for them. See, this is somebody who's seeing you as a compass. This is giving compass energy. You're the guide. You're the one with the core values. And it says you may differ in details, but agree on the non-negotiables. So see, this person might be in a completely different energy from you, like I was saying in the beginning. Still in a dark energy, still battling with addictions, but wanting to be seen with you, collective. And I'm telling you, Spirit, I heard this early on. They doing it for clout. This is somebody that's doing it for clout. Because they want to be seen. They want people to know that they're with you. They want people to know that you're their girl now. Or their guy now. They want people to know that they're connected to you. You always do it to me, Spirit. Wow. Here we go. 3 more cards. We have at the bottom, business partner. This is somebody who now wants to be a business partner with you. Collective, I just don't know about this energy. Covered by broken home. Wow. Somebody who could be coming from a broken home. Oh, that's seeing y'all growing apart. You see that? Wow. Collective, don't mind me, but it's still showing somebody in a toxic energy. Somebody who's coming from a broken home. Y'all see the flames, and then the flames around the addiction energy. This could be somebody who's really a drinker, y'all, that just might be coming out of a broken home. This card said, as a child, you never saw healthy love modeled. That's why real intimacy feels confusing or even dangerous. So see, this is somebody who never really seen real love. Now ready to come on in and act like they're ready to not only be loving towards you, but now they want to get into business with you. They want to build something with you now, collective. But they're feeling like you guys are growing apart. And even on this card, it looks like 2 different energies. You got that dark energy over here to somebody who don't have any clouds over here. No flames. that green toxicity. It's giving envy, right? Like people were so envious of each other, which is the reason why there was no love in this broken home. This person might still be coming in with a little bit of envy in their heart, but they said, I'm going to come in and put on this face for you, not do the work. And then everybody will know, hey, I'm with you. And they're going to pretend to be that loving person. But even this card said they're missing depth because they're still battling with addictions, collective. That's what this is giving. This person that's still battling with addictions coming in towards you, saying they want to be your business partner. Collective, we have lost identity at the bottom of the deck. Wow, Spirit. This is somebody who's lost their identity. And now coming in, maybe wanting to be, I heard Spirit say, be like you. Put on that face. Like they're all loving, caring, giving in this Empress energy like you, because they want this passionate new beginning. But Spirit is already showing me, look, even the songs on Spirit Radio, they wanted you guys to stay together, and now it's possibly seeing you as this silky soul in their life, right? This smooth, soft, delicate Empress energy. Somebody they got to be careful with now. They said, now I know. I got to be careful with you. So let me put on that face. Even though I really don't know who I am anymore. I don't even know who I am anymore. Maybe I can be like you. Let me put on the face. And then now everybody will think I'm just like you. Now people just might believe we twins. But somebody just might be addicted to your energy. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Even though they don't know who they are, they're addicted to your energy, and they feel y'all growing apart. They feel it. So they gonna come in, collective. This is what it's looking like. They gonna come in trying to put on the right face. Is it gonna work, collective? You were never meant to trade your voice, your passions, or your power just to keep someone by your side. Wow. Let me read that one more time. You were never meant to trade your voice, your passions, or your power just to keep someone by your side. Is that what this person was doing? They was trading their power. They were trading their voice and their passions just to keep somebody by their side? Or is that what this person is coming in to do? because they've lost their identity. And now they're coming in as this polished persona. Y'all, it's getting deep. We gonna clarify with this deck right here. Let's do it. When I split the deck, we have conditional affection. This is somebody who's coming in with conditional affection, y'all. Y'all know what that means? If I do this, you give me that. You know, it's on some terms here. Their affection, because they're missing depth. Remember, you know this is somebody who only really cares about their image over their intentions. They only really care about how they look in the eyes of the world. In the eyes of society. And being with you would be a good look, collective. But it's still conditional affection. This card says, warmth only when beneficial, controlled care, emotion with strings attached. You see that? Confirmation, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Emotion with strings attached. You do this, I'll do this, only if you do that. And you a whole empress out here. And they still trying to figure out how they can be careful. Hey, I mean, this sound like some real mind games right here. You know, where they coming in with the controlled affection, conditional affection. Like this is giving emotional manipulation at its finest. Collective. They doing whatever they gotta do. Wow. We got red flag glow energy at the bottom of the deck. You already know this person is a red flag, wanting to come in trying to be your business partner. Subtle warning signs, niceness with edges, charm that feels off, intuition alerting you. Collective, I know you already know. I know you already know. This person, Spirit said it from the beginning. They doing it for clout. They doing it for clout. Wow. We have sugar-coated distance. These cards are deep, y'all. Sugar-coated distance. Sweet tone with emotional gap. Nice words masking detachment. Polite avoidance. Wow. Polite avoidance. I gotta meditate on this for a moment. Damn, really? Hey, it's a lot going on this picture, y'all. So, oh, okay. Wow. Hold on. See, right. So, y'all see, I gotta stand up so we can break this down, y'all. I was like, lop? Pop? And then I was like, is there a bite in the candy? You trying to touch it, but it's wrapped up and already bitten into? Sweet tone with emotional gap. So it's almost given like that piece of candy on that picture is already tainted. Like it's already not good. It's damaged. Like, and I don't know if that hand is somebody that's trying to reach for the candy, or are they trying to keep digging in that little space, like to mess with it, like I mean, I feel it, with the sweet tone, with emotional gap, nice words, masking detachment. That's how this person is coming to you. With nice words, but masking that they're really detached. Polite avoidance. You know what that's giving? That's giving somebody who is trying to pretend like they good on the outside, being polite, right? But really, they're damaged, like they're still dark. They're avoiding doing their shadow work. Polite avoidance. They still coming in trying to be all nice and polite and, sweet to you. But they're still really an avoidant underneath all that, because they haven't dealt with these addictions. That's what's happening. These shadows, that they feel like, they can drink away. Spirit said they're a red flag collective, okay? They got that red flag glow. This is somebody who I'm hearing Spirit say they're a really good actor. They're a really good actress. We have 2 cards that look like they were in the upright and crossing, how they turned in the deck. And they say, half-hearted hint. Damn. This is somebody who's coming in giving you half-hearted hints and trying to set you up in this you first trap. And I know you see how Spirit gave us the confirmation right when I said they trying to set you up. It's a setup. It's a setup, collective. They coming in with the half-hearted hints. Like, remember, Spirit already showed us they missing depth. Like, they coming in putting on that face. Thank you, Spirit. They're the great pretender. This is somebody who's doing all of this just so they can be seen. They doing it for clout, but they still dark. They still haven't done their shadow work, collective. This is somebody who really needs to be on an emotional timeout right now. At the bottom of the deck, they need to be on an emotional timeout right now. But even on this card, this is somebody who still looks like they might have an attachment. They still could be with another person. In that picture, it says, stepping back suddenly, quiet reset, temporary detachment, connection on hold. Yeah. You had to put this person on an emotional timeout. You had to shut down your feelings. But see, they thought you shutting down your feelings was temporary. It was a temporary detachment. But what wound up happening during this emotional timeout from this person was that you had a quiet reset. You became this Empress energy. And now you got them trying to still play mind games with you. Still trying to figure out how they can give you this half-hearted hint that they still want to be with you. Now this is new. We got the 3-dot tension. 3-dot. Waiting for response. Anticipation. Emotional suspense. Overthinking timeline. Wow. Now that's heavy. 3-dot tension. It's already giving me like wireless, right? Like Wi-Fi. Like internet vibes. Like some type of higher frequency. They said there's tension going on in their connection to this higher frequency. So it's giving me the energy of it almost feels like they're trying to connect to you spiritually still, but it's not working because they're still in the wrong energy. Like they still trying to get you to make the first move. Like they trying to send these Wi-Fi frequencies to you. Remember, we seen the battle of the egos, because this is somebody who don't want to make the first move towards you. Remember, collective? They don't want to be the one to come in because maybe they not ready to be this fake person with you. Like, you know, like maybe they're nervous, right? You know, the tension, the anticipation, the emotional suspense of it all got this person trying to send you half-hearted hints. With this sugar-coated energy, you know, like it's all fake and phony, collective. You know, this person is on an overthinking timeline. They over here overthinking about how they can come back in and be your business partner after you done put them on a timeout. Or maybe spirit got them on a timeout, right? With this other person in this picture. Collective. This is somebody who said they've never seen love. Remember? They come from a broken home, a toxic family. So all this pretending so they could be back in your energy. We have breadcrumb troll. Damn. So see, this is somebody, all they know. Oh, breadcrumb trail. My bad, y'all. Breadcrumb trail. Tiny efforts, just enough attention, emotional stringing, progress without moving. Didn't we see a card? Ooh, spiritual burp when I said that. We saw a card where this person was trying to hold on to the strings. Remember we seen that? I don't remember what card said that. We done seen a few cards today, y'all. But this is somebody who, man, collective, they coming in with tiny efforts, only with just enough attention. Somebody who wants to make progress without movement. They said they want to be your business partner and they want to be seen, but they gonna come in being fake and phony, giving you these half-hearted hints. We have out of sync rhythm at the bottom of the deck. Y'all just not in sync anymore. Y'all not on the same vibration anymore. This is somebody who doesn't know what love really looks like. So they coming in with this broken, lost identity, not knowing who they are, not knowing how to treat you, not knowing that they're, in this toxic energy, but you're seeing them in this red flag glow. They're reeking, right? Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. They're reeking red flag glow, y'all. This card says different pacing, misaligned needs, emotional timing off, movement without harmony. Damn. This is somebody who's not in peace, y'all, with themselves here, and still coming in towards you, collective. And that's really what it is. This is somebody who doesn't have inner peace, which is why they drink, which is why they trying to drown out these wounds that they experienced from a broken home life. This is somebody who Spirit is saying, you're going to have to pause between the lines. When it comes to this person, you're going to have to pause and analyze everything with this person. This card says delayed reaction, emotional processing time, silent message hidden in the gap. So see, this is somebody, you're going to have to take some time to process your emotions. Emotional processing time. If this person text messages you with the half-hearted hints, okay? They're going to be trying to text you, collective, because with this 3-dot tension, they over here anticipating and waiting for a response. And I don't know if that card showed up at the bottom. I think that was for another reading where, we were seeing telepathic. That's what this is giving. Somebody been trying to send you telepathic messages, But, you know, there's tension. There's some type of interruption in the frequency. And we seen that you guys are not in sync. You guys are not in, what's it, different rhythms? I forget what that card said already, you know. But you guys are not in sync with each other. We have slow burn conflict at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Damn. Slow burn, huh? This card says tension gradually growing, soft disagreement, emotional pressure building. Is some emotional pressure building now? This is somebody who could be having some emotional conflict within themselves right now with the slow burn conflict, because they want to be back in your energy, collective, but it's not looking likely. The tension gradually growing. Remember, we had the 3D tension. Like this is somebody who is in this anticipation energy. They're anticipating getting back to you and having a passionate new beginning. Collective, I haven't even looked at Spirit Radio because this was just getting too deep. Let me see. We have get up. I see you down. When you gonna get up? So this could be somebody who could be down right now on their luck, collective, not doing too good. Maybe feeling like if they could just get through to you, if they just put on that face, maybe they could send you this message that you're going to have to read between the lines with. Collective. I'm going to just go to the tarot, y'all. This, because I want to do one more oracle than the tarot, right? Like really give y'all a good message today, since it's been about 2 days. Let's do it. This person, y'all, sound like a hot mess right now. They do. And you in this Empress energy, wow. Collective, when I split the deck, you see what is on the other half. This is somebody who's obsessed with you. But it's given, they're your biggest fan. Wow. They're your biggest fan right now, collective. And see, here we go with what I started off saying in the very beginning. You could be someone that's in the spotlight. They could be seeing you online somewhere, watching you, you know, in the spotlight, and maybe trying to send telepathic messages through the internet to you. Like, you first, you've come back, you know, that come back to me spells. You know, where you make the first move. But see, you haven't been doing any of that. And this is the reason why now they're thinking about sending you these pause between the lines messages. Wow, look at that. I know y'all seen the shuffle. And I still got Empress energy, fertility. This is somebody who knows creation flourishes with patience and divine womb magic, nurturing new life and endless possibilities. You got that divine womb. Divine womb magic. And there's endless possibilities being with you. Look at that, y'all. I can't deny it. What's the card, Spirit? What's the card? Oh my God. We got hacker energy. This person is a hacker, somebody that's spying on you. This energy thrives on intrusion and manipulation, seeking to breach boundaries and exploit vulnerabilities for personal gain. Damn, collective, you see that? This is somebody who's trying to come in exploiting your vulnerabilities. You being this divine feminine with that divine womb magic. They trying to breach the boundary that you've set or that you may already have around you because your ancestors and guides don't play about you in this star child energy. Your ancestors protect you. They do not play about you. And it just seems like this person is full of games, collective. Still full of games. Obsessed with you. Thank you, Spirit. We got divine intervention that fell out. Thank you, Spirit. I heard that confirmation too. I think my notifications are on low. Let me try to turn it up a little bit. It's real low on this phone right here. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. But, dang, collective. There was divine intervention that had to step in and stop this energy, y'all, from coming in with the breadcrumb trail. This is somebody who was still trying to come in the breadcrumb, you collective. You see that? Wow. Because they still got those addictions. They still trying to get you in that energy of you first. You make the first move. But look at how we got that Leo energy at the bottom of the deck. You standing in your power. You are standing with a lot of strength and courage right now. And you already know that this person is not in the right energy, being in that red flag glow. Now, that was a different type of a notification, but did y'all hear that little bloop bloop? Whatever sound that was? To you standing in your strength and your courage because you a star child and you like, I don't deserve somebody that's coming in to breadcrumb me when I'm wearing a crown, when I am royalty. This is somebody, collective. Wow. It flipped right over. We got 2 cards for this. This is somebody who was blind with the unseen factors. But the unseen factors is covered by stronghold. Wow. Now, I just got a couple of messages from this. Hold on, y'all. Let me read the unseen factors. It says, not everything is visible. The full truth remains hidden. And then we have that covered by stronghold. They cling tightly to others' energy, trying to control and influence every aspect. Wow. So see, there's some things that could be going on in this person's life right now that they didn't see coming with the unseen factors. And those unseen factors could be this person's karma that's going to keep them in a stronghold. Like, you know, they're going to be busy dealing with karma right now. Which is why we have the divine intervention. That's what this is giving, y'all. But I also heard Spirit say how, the hidden truths, the full truth remains hidden. So see, the hidden truth is that, this person might be trying to still keep you in a stronghold. Trying to come in talking about they want to be your business partner. They want to make this bar of gold here with you. Or they want to melt down some gold, huh? Or they going to try to, if you deal with this person right, it's going to burn your gold, melt it down. Hey, take it how it resonates, right? That was another message I seen. Because that is a gold bar that looks like it's in flames. Yeah. If you wind up getting back to this person that's been trying to send you all these telepathic messages because they want you to make the first move, still playing games. Didn't I say you were royalty? With that crown royal energy coming up at the bottom of the deck? Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. You are royalty, collective. We got halfway playing on Spirit Radio. Now, I don't know if this is somebody who said now they want to meet you halfway, but that might be a lie, or it is a lie, because they thought they could come in with this breadcrumb energy. That ain't meeting you halfway with that breadcrumb trail. And you royalty? Ooh, Spirit, that was fast. Wow. This is somebody, Lord. I heard it. They over here trying to do sex magic with this sexual fantasies energy. They over here trying to manifest you sexually. You coming, look, they doing everything to try to get you back. But see, thank you, Spirit. This is somebody who's going through judgment right now in their life. They're going through judgment. And as they go through judgment, who are they thinking about? They said, oh, let me polish my persona. I could come in and act right and pretend to be loving and caring and giving when they really was coming in to breadcrumb you. See, this is why there was divine intervention. This is somebody who you still would have been having a battle of the egos with, because they were in this you first energy, like, because they don't want to make the first move. They don't want to do the real work to deal with these demons that that got them, lost in their identity, not knowing who they are. See, this judgment energy is like a reckoning, y'all. A calling in of the soul. Somebody's soul is being called. But it looks like, they lost their soul with the lost identity. And it gives the energy of Spirit sending in that star child to try to help this person find it, right? But even they blew that opportunity for themselves, because now you guys are growing apart. You being the star child, you were sent in to help this person find their soul. And maybe now they're having all these sexual fantasies at night. trying to do sex magic to try to get you back. Ooh, wee, y'all. Wow. That flew completely up and onto the table. Y'all see it? And then Spirit told me to take that one. I'm curious, y'all. This one's in the reverse. What's this? Ooh, we got the rough patch in the reverse, huh? Wow. But what's this card, Spirit? This gonna say it all, y'all. Okay. Wow. Tokens from heaven. Tokens from heaven, huh? Wow. Okay, well, first off, this rough patch in the reverse, it says, during life's trials, the path grows steep, shadows lengthen, and challenges arise. It's a moment of testing where resilience is forged and strength is discovered within. This is somebody, I think, that's trying to bypass. Wow, look at you, Spirit. They trying to bypass these lessons of going through this rough patch in their life and feeling like, I don't know, they seeing the signs. They seeing these tokens from heaven that's trying to guide them on another path. You see how those pennies are creating a whole other path from this path that this person was on? This path is all cracked and broken and whatnot. But the tokens from heaven are lining up to create a whole new path down a divine and enlightened path that leads to the cosmos, right? Leads somebody on their spiritual path. This card says, angels scattered pennies from above, guiding hearts with symbols of love. Follow their trail. You'll see their light, leading to blessings hidden in sight. So see, this is how this person is seeing you. As one of these tokens from heaven. That you were their guiding light. That you were supposed to be the path that they were on. Not this rough path, but collective. I mean, the energy. Somebody's realizing that you were their divine path. Now that they're going through judgment, and they said they want to get out of this karma. They trying to bypass doing the work though. Because if they were to go through this rough patch, they would form that resilience and that, strength within. The card says it's a moment of testing where resilience is forged and strength is discovered within. So this is somebody who's not discovering their strength within with the rough patch in the reverse, because they trying to get back to you and get on this divine path where they feel like, I can't even lie, that you would heal them. If they could come back together with you, you could heal them instead of them doing the work. Bottom of the deck, collective, we have, wow, releasing energy. So collective, see, is this you that may have released this person? This card says, releasing what you love brings freedom. Sometimes letting go is the ultimate act of love. Wow. So see, collective, you have let somebody go so that they could get on their journey of self-discovery. You know, this person who sounds like they were sacrificing, you know, their power, right? Just to keep somebody. Wasn't that what the card said? Like, I'm trying to remember, was it this? Hold on, let me grab it. Let me see. Yeah, it says, you were never meant to trade your voice, your passions, or your power just to keep someone by your side. So see, this is somebody who lost themselves. You know, they traded their voice and their passions, the things that they wanted out of life, to keep someone by their side. So now, this person who didn't see it coming is that now they're being held to do this karma. The stronghold is that they got to go through this rough patch and go through this karma. And as they go through that karma, this is how now they're seeing and learning the lesson. After you release them, though, when now that they want to come back, now that they want to get on this path, now that they are possibly awakening, but they could be awakening, right? Ooh, spiritual bird, and trying to send you these telepathic messages so that you will move first, right? Or this is what they thought they was going to do. They thought that they was going to keep sending you these telepathic messages and doing this sex magic, you know, and thinking that that was going to bring you back into them. But divine stepped in. The divine stepped in and was like, I don't think so. And freed you from this person. Took you away for them to now go through this rough patch. But they thought that they could avoid it and get back to you. But Spirit said, no, you got to do that work. This is you getting a passionate new beginning elsewhere without this person, collective. As much as they were thinking in their mind, you know, let's stay together. Like how I walked in, right, on that song, Let's Stay Together. You are in the energy of cruising. Or maybe this is how they feel. They said, baby, let's cruise. We're cruising together. We're going to fly away. Glad you go my way. I love it when we're cruising together. So, hey, with you having a passionate new beginning, I feel like that was Spirit saying that you got someone else coming in that you're going to be riding away off into the sunset with, because you've released this person. Glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. This is somebody, collective, who is heartbroken. You see how that card landed on the come back together or come together energy. This is somebody who's heartbroken right now, and they are going through karma because we see Saturn energy and Libra energy on this card. The scales are being balanced. This person is going through karma. This King of Swords energy. Somebody who still just might be not operating out of their heart. You know, a King of Swords is head over heart. You know, this is somebody who's still trying to be logical here with their actions and thought that they was going to talk to you without giving any emotions. In this King of Swords energy, we have Libra energy again. And now we have Uranus energy, which Uranus, if I'm not mistaken, you know, and I might have to verify this because it almost looks like Pluto to me now. I think this is Pluto energy, which Pluto could be Scorpion energy, the death energy. There's an ending, and that's justice. The scales being balanced. There's an ending with this King of Swords who still wanted to come in to talk, but still not operating out of love. They were trying to operate over, was it head over heart? Somebody who may have wanted to come in to debate with you. And see, look at Spirit giving me the confirmation with the Ace of Swords, and that's the truth. But see, the Ace of Swords is covering, ooh, the Eight of Wands, y'all. Wow. I told y'all somebody wanted to talk in that King of Swords, but there's really a death to this connection. And Spirit is saying it's a death to that King of Swords because you have truth and clarity with the Ace of Swords. And this could be them thinking that they sex magic or these telepathic messages or even this communication that they thought they was going to send you by text, still wanting to talk to you, still send you energy, was going to have you move first. They thought it was going to still make you make the first move. But look at the Most High coming through at the bottom of the deck and shutting all of that down. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Because this is you holding back your energy in the Four of Pentacles. The Most High stepped in. We already seen divine intervention come through even right here. Divine intervention. You know this person was doing magic, trying to send spell work your way, trying to get you to make the first move because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to admit or be accountable for their actions here because they're still in their ego. Thank you, Spirit. 7 of Wands energy. You are being protected from this energy who still, it was given that they might be blind to some degree. You know, blind that they're toxic. You know, they got to go through this rough patch in order for them to learn this lesson. They got to do it. They got to do the work. There's no way around it. Magician energy at the bottom of the deck. Behind that, we have Hermit energy. Wow. I think you're being protected from this person and you are over here manifesting. You know, you over here receiving blessings. You're over here, you know, protected and connected and being blessed by the divine because you listen to the divine in this hermit energy. You know, you're holding back. Spirit told you to hold back your energy when it comes to this person. We seen that, right? Four of Pentacles. Spirit told you to hold back your energy. Keep manifesting. Wow, here we go, y'all. I almost feel like I should take the card that's covering these. Let's do it. It's coming out for the person who came from a broken home that wants to come back together. Didn't I say this person was an emotional manipulator? There it go, y'all. There it go. 9 of Wands energy covered by obsessed. Y'all know that's our devil energy. And then we have emotional manipulator. This person who's in devil energy, maybe right now they're wounded in this 9 of Wands, huh? Maybe they're still very much so wounded, but coming in, trying to still fight the good fight, still trying to be resilient and not give up. This is somebody who said they're not giving up on this, collective, because they're in this 6 of Cups energy, y'all. Wow. They're over here reminiscing. They're over here nostalgic. They're over here thinking about how good you were to them, collective. They're over here heartbroken and wanting to come in and apologize in this Page of Cups energy. They said now they want to apologize, but it's still a fake apology, collective. You know they being fake with that polished persona. It's a fake apology. Everything about this person is fake because they're not doing the work. They have to go through this rough patch in their life in order for them to change. Look at Spirit. You're on this Chariot, collective. We already seen that you released them. The kindest act of love that you did was letting this person go find themselves, collective, because they were lost. You know, this is somebody who has to find themselves. Wow, Spirit, really? Okay, this is tea right here, y'all. Spirit and gave us some tea because I was trying to show y'all the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm still going to show it to y'all anyway. I'll just go 5 below. Okay? Here we go. Bottom of the deck, we have, wow, the Most High. Overall energy. The Most High said, we divinely orchestrated this to play out exactly this way so that this person can do exactly what it is I just said. As you leave them in the past, you know, these 6 cups are still waiting at the altar here, but you left them waiting. You left them at the altar. You know, this is somebody you had to leave in the past that cannot come, that cannot go with you. With the Most High energy being at the bottom of the deck, you were placed on a chariot and you got away from this person. Spirit pulled you away from this person so that you didn't experience this person's karma. This King of Swords, who is still confused, who still got their head up in the clouds, who still really doesn't know what they want, what's going on, still don't even understand that they're toxic. They still don't think they've done anything wrong. But with this world card showing up, after the up in the clouds, we already know that this cycle has closed and a new one is beginning. Because this King of Swords, wow, they're full of illusions. They're full of illusions, collective, and we saw that from the very beginning with the polished persona, right? One more, y'all. Wow. With the Four of Wands showing up after the World card, I think this is Spirit saying that your new cycle, now that this one is closed, is you having a strong foundation with somebody else in this Four of Wands energy. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom could be you raising your standards after putting in all that work on yourself. This is where you get the Four of Wands, stability, a possible marriage to somebody, possibly your twin coming in. But this person, it already came out in my last message that they're not your twin flame. This could have been a karmic twin. This could have been someone that taught you lessons, right? Which is the reason why you got off the hamster wheel and divine intervention had to step in and protect their baby. Because Spirit said, touch not my anointed. So this person who thought that they could do the spell work behind the scenes is now being held accountable by your spirit guides protecting you from this person, because they seen what this person was doing behind the scenes. Collective, okay. That looks like the Pluto energy in the reverse. So see, now remember that other card where I was saying the King of Swords? So that was Uranus energy. Uranus energy is now Spirit saying justice for the starseed. Justice for the star. Because Aquarius energy is represented by the star card in tarot. So Uranus representing the star, we had justice for the star. Because this person who's a King of Swords is not operating out of their heart at all. They're an emotional manipulator. So we have now Pluto energy coming out, but it's in the reverse and it's on top of the Chariot. Then we have the number 12 in the upright and crossing, and this 12 is touching the what was that, the Hidden Truths? What was that card, y'all? Hold on, I gotta peek at it again. Unseen Factors. I don't know why I keep calling that Hidden Truths. Unseen factors. But it's because it was saying something about, what's hidden. It says the full truth remains hidden. So see, this is somebody who still wasn't coming in with the truth. They were trying to still hide the truth from you, which is another reason why this person is being kept away from you in this Seven of Wands energy. But now we also have Scorpio energy in the reverse. Wow. So I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of closing messages from these dice. So we have Pluto energy in the reverse, right? Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. This is somebody who does not want this ending, right? They do not want this ending. But what's happening is they're in Hangman. And I think we seen that earlier or something, right? Didn't we see the Eight of Swords energy show up? Maybe that was another message, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me. Energy is fluid. But this person is in the Hangman. They're stuck somewhere, but now having a change in perspective. Now seeing things differently. But unfortunately, Spirit is letting us know in that Scorpio energy in the reverse, they have not changed. They have not gone through a transformation. The Scorpio energy is death and rebirth, but it's in the reverse. This is somebody who has not gone through their rebirth, but they don't want this connection to be over. So as you can see, the divine had to step in. They could want whatever they want, but you don't have to want it, right? Hey, you guys are in two different energies. And there's a missing link, which is the reason why you guys are separated. So see how in the very beginning of this message, we had that securely attached energy? There is a missing link here. And you guys are not connected anymore with the divine intervention because they're not doing the work. Okay, collective, if you are still here, I know this was a long one. Thank you for staying to the very end. And if you are, you're a stud star for that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I won't be greedy, but hey, if you feel moved to do it, it would really help me out. Can I just get one hype from one fan? One subscriber, that felt this message. Please and thank you. All right, y'all. Till the next time. Be good to each other now. Love and light. And namaste.